Ajahn Brahm's monastery. So we intend to be a resource for the local community. It's so important for meditation and learning about the Dhamma if they're interested in the Buddha's teaching. So now we can begin with the main part of the ceremony, and you can all join in when the four offerers they're offering on behalf of all of you as well. They're offering on the behalf of the whole community, the whole forest, as I mentioned before, and we're individual trees in that forest. So if you would like to join in the Namo Tassa, we can do the Namo Tassa.
Tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa.
Yes, if you'd like to do. Now this is the asking for forgiveness. It's very traditional to ask for forgiveness. It's always a good quality to develop. So this is, so the four participants will, that's very good, yeah, so you can hear it, they will ask for forgiveness.
On behalf of ourselves and the lay community, we ask the Sangha for forgiveness for any act of body, speech or mind that has upset the rebel monks and nuns before or during the rains retreat.
We'll think about it. No, we'll get back to you, that's what they usually say. No, we say to you, we forgive you and please forgive us if we have upset you through any action of body, speech or mind before or during the rains retreat. Very important.
Sadhu, sadhu.
So, and now,
on behalf of ourselves and the lay community, we forgive the venerable monks and nuns.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. It's an important quality to develop forgiveness, because otherwise we hang on to grudges, and I call it rubbish we're hanging on to. So very good. This is a quality that we develop not just in ceremonies, but in our lives. So now I will make a comment for today. Each of us participating today, having purified our hearts and minds of negativity or misunderstandings, it is now a suitable time to make an offering of cloth and robes and other gifts to the Sangha. May the joy of giving at a time like this be of great merit and of benefit to all of you. Sadhu.
Sadhu, sadhu,
Yeah.
sadhu.
And so now will be the time for the offering of the Kathina cloth, the actual cloth that will be made into a robe. It'll be the lower robe for a monk to wear. So, and Judy's offering that cloth, so if you'd like to do the Namo Tassa again. And we can
Namo Tassa
Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa.
Yes, now Judy will do the words of offering in the Pali language. This is the ancient language of the Buddhist texts.
Okasa Mayam Bante Imam Kathina Dusam Vikusangasa Dhamma
Dema.
Dupiyampi Okasa Mayam Bante Imam Kathina Dusam Vikusangasa Dema Tapiyampi Osaka Mayam Bante Imam Kathina Dusam Vikusangasa Dema.
Dema means we give. So we offer. And now,
Now
Judy.
we will all say it in English, and please repeat after me. Venerable Sir, may we offer this Kathina cloth to the Bhikkhu Sangha.
And then you can offer the cloth to myself as the senior monk, and then the Sangha they make a decision about who. There we are, Judy. Great. And then the Sangha will make a decision about who will receive the cloth. We will find out. Keep the suspense going. I have a good idea. We actually have discussed it already, but I won't divulge. So now it's the time for the offering of the 3 robes, one to myself, or as the senior monk here, and one to Ajahn Sadhara, the monk near the window here, who is the resident monk in our city centre, Buddha Loka in East Malvern, and one for a robe for offering to Ayya Paker as the senior nun at Newbury Buddhist Monastery. So this is what's happening now, if you're wondering what's going on. And so they will be doing the similar formula that we did before, but with a slight variation. One's to the monks, and one's to the nuns. To the nun. Yeah.
Okasa mayambante imani jivarani saparani bhikkhu sangasadema dutiyampi okasa mayambante imani jivarani saparivirani bhikkhu sangasadema thatiyampi okasa mayambante imani jivarani saparivirani bhikkhu sangasadema.
Yeah, and now do you want to, yeah, we've all done that, that's good. And now you can do the English and you can all join in. So it means you're part of this offering of these robes to the senior monks and the senior nun here.
Venerable monks and venerable nuns, may we offer these robes together with these other necessities to both Sanghas.
Sadhu, 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 sadhu. So now they can come forward and offer to the respective monks and nuns. Sadhu, thank you. That's lovely.
This is so beautiful.
So I'm accumulating a few things here, aren't I? This one here is on behalf of the Sangha, the monk Sangha. So then we have the next part of the ceremony is for the monks to. This is really a dramatization of the legal, we call it legal statement that we do this evening. But it gives you an idea of the process that we will be doing this evening. In the Buddhist teaching, it's very set up very well. I think lawyers would find it very interesting. Decisions are made democratically, and then they have to be made in the right way in order for it to be a binding decision. It has to be done correctly. It's very precise, and we'll be doing that. We call it Vinaya Kamma this evening, once the robe has been sewed. But this gives you an idea of what is actually happening, will happen this evening, and what's involved in choosing a candidate for the robe, the monk who needs a robe. So I can call on the 2 monks, and this is Ajahn Mudito and Ajahn Bodhicitta. And Ajahn Mudito will start.
Very good.
Yep.
So this is the Apalokana for the Kathina ceremony, for the monks to decide who gets the cloth.
Yes.
This is gets more and more exciting. Very good. So this Kathina cloth, which was given to the Sangha, and all these other offerings here, belong to the laymen and laywomen of the Buddhist community, who have gathered with faith on this occasion to make an offering to the Sangha of monks and nuns who have stayed here in Newbury Monastery for the 3 months range residence. This Kathina cloth is an unsolicited gift of... What's that? What does that mean?
Unsolicited means you haven't asked for it.
Oh, we haven't asked, see? Yes, we didn't ask. It's an unsolicited gift to the gathered Sangha in a pure way, and it has not been designated to any particular monk. There is a Lord Buddha's allowance for the Sangha to nominate one monk to perform the Kathina ceremony according to procedures laid down by the Buddha. Any monk who has need of a new robe and is also endowed with virtue and learning, who is wise and able, and who knows the various procedures, such one is suitable to perform the Kathina ceremony according to Lord Buddha's allowance. The monk should now agree who gets the cloth.
Yeah.
So I give the Bante who's going to now tell.
He does the announcement.
So he's going to announce now. Let's see who gets it.
In this gathering of the Sangha, Venerable Nisarano Mahathera is one who has need a new robe. He also has a wisdom and ability to perform the Kathina ceremony according to the Lord Buddha allowance. I consider it appropriate that he should be the one to receive this Kathina cloth. If any monk consider it inappropriate, he should now give his objection in the midst of the Sangha. If the whole Sangha is in agreement that it inappropriate, let it now voice its approval unanimous by saying sadhu.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Oh, okay. So it's Ajahn Nisarano who's getting it.
Isn't that a surprise? Actually, it was really because I had another monk in mind, but then we got together and talked about it, and out of the 5 monks, they said, no, you should be the one that gets it because I'm the senior monk and also here permanently. So they said I should get it, but it wasn't my idea, so there we are. So, but anyway, that is the offering of the Kathina cloth. And now the Sangha will chant a blessing. Unfortunately, we missed the blessing after the lunch. I hope not too many people went after the lunch. So now we will give a blessing for for everyone here, for their happiness and well-being. And also, towards the end of this chant, we will be dedicating merit to those that have passed away, those that are having difficulty in their lives, and also finish off with a blessing in English. So that's quite much easier for everyone. So I think everybody will be familiar with these, the chanting we do, and you're welcome to join in if you know the chants. I know most Sri Lankan people do. I can remember one of my first Sri Lankan dhanas I went to, and I was chanting. I was a bit nervous. I thought, well, can I remember all the chants? They knew it all by heart. It was wonderful. So very good. So we'll start, and it's in the Pali language. And first we start with inviting the Devas. These are the heavenly beings who have been cooperating quite nicely with the weather. So that's good. Samanta Chakavalesu Atra Gachantu Devata Saddamang Muni Rajasa Sunantu Sagamokadang Paritas Kauna Kalo Ayam Badanta Parita Savana Kalo Ayam Badanta Dhamma Parita Savana Kalo Ayam Badanta Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Evaṃ me sutang ekang samayang bhagava savatiyang viharati jetavane apantapindikassa arame atako anyatara devata abhikantaya rattiya abhikantavanna kevala kappang jetavannam obasetva yena bhagavaten upasankamitva bhagavantang abhivadetva ekamantang attasi ekamantang titako sadevata bhagavantang gataya ajabasi bahudeva manusacha mangalani achintayum akankamana sotanang bruhi mangalam uttamang asevana jabalanang panditanang cha sevana puja cha pujaniyanam etang mangalam uttamang patirupadesa vasocha pubecha kata punyata atta samma panidicha etang mangalam uttamang bahusachancha sipancha vinayo cha susikito subhasita chayavacha etang mangalam uttamang mata pitu upatanang puttadarasa sangaho anakula chakamanta etang mangalam uttamang danancha dhammacharyacha nyatakanancha sangaho anavajani kamani etang mangalam uttamang eatrati virati papa majjapana cha sanyamo appamado cha dhammesu etang mangalam uttamang garavo cha nivato cha kantuti cha katanyuta kalena dhamma savanam etang mangalam uttamang kanti jaso vachasata samananam cha dasanam kalena dhamma sakacha etang mangalam uttamang tapo cha brahmacharyan cha ariyasachana dasanam nibbana sacha kiriya cha etang mangalam uttamang puttasa loka dhammehi chittang yasana kampati asokang virajang kemang etang mangalam uttamang etadisani katwana sambattamaparajita soting gachanti tante sang mangalam uttamanti yang kinchivitang idabahurang va sange suwayang ratanang parnitang nano samang atitatagatena idampi buddhe ratanang parnitang etena sajena suwati hotu kayang viragang amatang parnitang yada jaga sakyamuni samahito natena dhammena samati kinchi idampi dhamme ratanang parnitang etena sajena suwati hotu yam buddha seto parivanai sujing samadhi manantarikan yamahu samadhina tena samona vijati idampi dhamme ratanang parnitang etena sajena suwati hotu ye pugala atrasatang pasata chattari etani yugani honti te dakineya sugatassa sawaka ete sudinani mahapalani idampi sange ratanang parnitang etena sajena suwati hotu kina yesu payuta manasadalhena nikamino gotamasasanamhi te patipata amatang vigaya landa mudhani buting bunjamana idampi sange ratanang parnitang etena sajena suwati hotu kinang puranang nawang nati sambawang virata cita ayatike bawasmin te kina bija avirul hichanda nibanti dira yatayang palipo idampi sange ratanang parnitang etena sajena suwati hotu karanyamata kusalena yang tang santang padang abisamecha sako ujucha sujucha suachocha sumudu anatimani santu sako cha subaro cha apakicho cha salahu kabuti sandindrio cha nipako cha apagabo kule suananugido nacha kundang samachare kinchiyena vinyu pare upawadeyum sukino va kemino hontu sabbe satta bhavantu sukitata yeke chipana buddhatita sawa tavarava anavasesa digava ye mahantava manjima rasakanukutula ditava ye adita ye chandure vasanti apidure buddha va sambhave siva sabde satta bhavantu sukhitata naparo parang nikubeta nati manyeta kata chinang kanchi pyarosana pakigasanya Nanyamanya sadukamicheya mataya taniyang puta ayusa eka puta manurake evam pisambhabutesu manasambhavaye aparimana metancha sambalokasmin manasambhavaye aparimana udang adon chatiriyancha asambhadang averang asapatang titan charang nisino va sayano va yavatasa vigatamido etang sating aditeya brahma metang viharang idamahu titincha anupagama silava dasanena sampano kame suvineya gedhang nahi jatu gambaseyang punareti etena satchavajena dukkha vupasamintute etena satchavajena bhaya vupasamintute etena satchavajena roga vupasamintute. And now the dedications of merit. Itamata cham he sambatang punya sampadang sambe deva anumodantu samba sampati siddhya. Etavata cham he sambatang punya sampadang sambe buddha anumodantu samba sampati siddhya. Etavata cham he sambatang punya sampadang sambe satta anumodantu samba sampati siddhya. Akasatang chabumata devan Kamahindika punyang tang anumoditva chirang rakantu sasanang. Akasata chabumata devanaga mahindika punyang tang anumoditva chirang rakantu desanang. Akasata chabumata devanaga mahindika punyang tang anumoditva chirang rakantu twang sada. And now dedicating the merit to those that have passed away. Idang vonyati nang hotu sukita hontenyatayo. Idang vonyati nang hotu sukita hontenyatayo. Idang vonyati nang hotu sukita hontenyatayo. And now this is the actual blessing. Yata varivaha pura paripurenti sagarang evam evarito dinang petanang upakapati ichitang partitang tumhang kipameva samijatu sambe purentu sankapa chando panarazoyata mani jyoti razoyata. Sabbaroga vinimuto sabba santa pavajito sabba veramati kanto nibuto chatuang bhava sambhitiyo vivajantu sabba rogo vinasatu mate bhavatvantaraya Sukhi dinga yuko bhava abhivadana sil Napachayino Chattaro Mavadanti Ayurvano Sukhang Balang Ayurarogya Sampati Saga Sampati Mevacha Atto Nibbana Sampati Iminate Samijatu. And now we'll do the special chant for Kathina. This is a one that comes from a Thai tradition, but it's the word of the Buddha, and it's a very meaningful one. I was hoping to talk about it in my talk, but of course didn't get there. Kale dadanti sapanya vadanyuvita machara kale nadinang aryesu ujubhutesu tadisu vipassanan manatasa vipula honti dakina ye tata anumodanti veya vachang karonti va natena dakina ona tepi punyasa bhagino tasmadade apativana chito puttadinang mahapalang punyani paralokasmin patita honti paninanti bhavatu samba mangalam rakantu samba devata samba buddhanubhavena sadasoti bhavantu te bhavatu samba mangalam rakantu samba devata Samba Dhammanubhavena Sadasoti Bhavantu Te Bhavatu Samba Mangalam Rakantu Samba Devata Samba Sanghanubhavena Sadasoti Bhavantu Te. May you abide in well-being, in freedom from affliction, in freedom from hostility, in freedom from ill will, in freedom from anxiety, and may you maintain well-being in yourselves. May everyone abide in well-being, in freedom from affliction, in freedom from hostility, in freedom from ill will, in freedom from anxiety, and may they maintain well-being in themselves. Sadhu, 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 sadhu. So that concludes the blessing, and that was for Brian's information, that was in the Pali language, the ancient language of the Buddhist text. And what you were hearing were mainly teachings by the Buddha. You know, the first one was about the blessings, the highest blessings in this life. And he enumerates quite a few of them. And then the next one was the Ratana Sutta, talking about the qualities of the Buddha, Dhamma and the Sangha. Yeah. So there we are. Now the monks are going to take the cloth to start the sewing. And hopefully by the 7 this evening it will be completed. And Ajahn Mudito and Ajahn Sadhara will be sewing that. I know on occasions it can go very late, things can go very wrong, and in Bodhinyana that happened one year, it was after midnight. So that concludes the actual ceremony part of the robe offering ceremony. It's pretty warm in here, isn't it? It's getting quite hot. I think you've got that jacket on too, Varuna. It's a really And also, I think you're probably be more comfortable in a chair, I think.
I
Judy.
think the heater is
So
on there. I'm
now
sorry.
that concludes
I think there's a
the
heater on
that
there, or
part
is
of
it
the
a
ceremony.
cool-
Now the time comes for offering the
Is it heating?
individual gifts that people have got, that you've brought with you today or you've got here, offering it to any of the Sangha members. That includes the nuns, the monks, all of us. So thank you very much
Turn
for
on to
offering.
aircon.
Bahoma Pien, yeah.
Turn to aircon. Please turn that to aircon, please.
Oh,